Hey, Julia Barzyk here from Wise Investigator. I wanted to take a few minutes today to think about the importance of flexibility in the research funding process. And by that, I mean remaining open-minded and flexible to changing your plans in terms of what funding opportunities and even what funders you are going to pursue. Now, when you start, say, for example, into a new faculty position, or even if you're just starting a new year in your faculty position, it is a good idea to have some plans for where you're going to apply. Okay, I think I'm going to go for this instrumentation award. I'm going to look at this early career opportunity. Here are the big agencies that I think I'm going to fit with and that I'm going to pursue. So absolutely, to have a plan like that is a good idea. But just as important as it is for you to have this plan, it's also very important to remain flexible and open-minded to new opportunities that may come up that you perhaps were not aware of, rather than say, oh, I'm not going to pay attention to this potential opportunity because I'm fixated on this one thing down the road. And the best analogy for this, it's pretty straightforward, but think about it as going fishing. You are just casting your line out there, and you may think, I'm going to go over to this area, or I'm going to go over there. Or these are the type of fish I think that are going to bite. But when you're out there, you just don't know what is going to bite, where you're going to get interest, feedback, engagement from a funder. That's like a fish biting on your line. So when that happens and you get that engagement, at that point, generally, and I can't speak to your specific situation without knowing it, but very generally, once you get that bite, what you're going to want to do is focus your attention in on that opportunity, regardless of whether that was one of the opportunities that you originally planned to pursue. And this is very important because if you're not remaining open-minded to the new opportunities and you're fixated on something that's in the future, when we don't know, given how dynamic the environment is now, to put it mildly, that opportunity that you're anticipating that's going to be coming in the future, if it's going to come in the format that you expect. For example, maybe it's still an option, but the eligibility criteria have changed, or the dollar amount has changed, or something else about it makes it no longer as strong a fit as you anticipated. So first of all, do have a plan. That's a great idea. You're starting to work from something, but be open to changing that plan. And when you do get a bite on the line, be ready to focus in all of your energy that you can appropriately put on onto that opportunity, because when you have that engagement, when you have that interest, then that demands a much higher level of effort and attention on your part, because you've gotten through the first step of making something work out. And at the end of the day, you're really not going to be disappointed about any of the funding that you get. So, for example, another case here would be someone who's really interested in pursuing an early career opportunity, like a named award, when there are many different reasons beyond the scope of this video that a regular single investigator award might just be a better fit for that PI. Some of those regular core program single investigator awards can be just as large, if not larger, in terms of the dollar amount than those early career opportunities. So be aware of what the early career opportunities are, but don't be afraid to change your plan, go for something different, and that's how you're going to get the best results.